hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Um, let's see. I think I'm live. Yep. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Um, Last week we talked about the fun part of gifting, and that is the shopping and putting together a beautiful gift presentation. And I really hope that this series of helping you figure out what to get has been really helpful to you. And today, I want to talk about some mistakes that I have made or that I made in the process of gifting my bridesmaids and groomsmen that you should probably avoid, right? But before we get into that, I want to introduce myself. My name is Amy Cole. I'm a personal gift consultant, and I help brides and grooms with busy lives save time by creating personalized wedding party gifts for a memorable gifting experience. So, and you probably see in the video, I have a co-host today. His name is Superhero. This is my son's teddy bear. And some days he will come and assign me to take care of Superhero while he's gone. And so today was one of those days, and Superhero is still with me. So he's in the video today. I'm taking care of him. But to those mistakes, I have made quite a few mistakes. But there are 4 mistakes that caused my gifting to not go very well. And I don't want you to make those same mistakes if you are trying to create a memorable gifting experience. Say hi, Superhero. But if you're trying to create a memorable gifting experience, I don't want you to make these same mistakes. So those 4 mistakes that you should avoid, they are: number 1, choosing the vessel before you choose your gift items. And I made the mistake of falling in love with a box that wasn't right for the gift items that I ended up choosing. I chose the box well before I knew what I was going to put in it. And I knew my wedding colors, and I decided that box was going to be perfect. And that was the wrong move, because the items did not fit in that box at all. They didn't fit very well. I'm not going to say they didn't fit at all, but they didn't fit very well. And that ended up not giving me the visual appeal that I wanted. And a few weeks back, or maybe even last week. Yeah, last week we talked about the 4th part of that 4-part plan. And if you watch that video, if you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it, the one from last week. But in there, I talk about, choosing your vessel. And it's in that 4th part of the plan that you actually finalize what your vessel will be. Choosing it before you definitely don't want to make that mistake of choosing the vessel or your box, bag, or basket before you know what items are going to go in the box, bag, or basket, because you want to make sure that you get the right size so that you can create that visual appeal that you're going for, because the presentation is a part of the experience, right? Now, the second mistake that I made that you will want to avoid is I did not consider the likes and wants of my bridesmaids and groomsmen. Considering their likes and wants would have helped me personalize the gift to help communicate our gratitude and appreciation for the time and effort they were spending with us and on our big day. Just letting them know that we thought about them as individuals as well as a group, and that the gifts were thoughtfully created with them in mind. And, that was not the case. So, and hopefully you guys have seen by now my giving forgettable gifts video. But, yeah, that's what led to the gifts being forgettable. They were not personalized. And I think, had I considered the likes and wants of our bridesmaids and groomsmen, it would have definitely gone differently, along with choosing the right vessel. Now, the third mistake that I made is I did not have a plan. Now, y'all know this was going to be on the list. We have been talking about this for the whole series, at least for the last 5 weeks of the 7, for at least 5 weeks of the 7 weeks that we've been talking about figuring out what to get, right? So you shouldn't be surprised that this is even on the list. Put a 1 in the comments if you knew this was coming. You should have known that this was coming, because I talk about this plan all the time. I had a vision, but I didn't think through the people, as I just said. I didn't think through my ideas, and I definitely did not have a shopping list. I didn't select specific items like I have been telling you guys to do. I didn't select specific items other than the box before I ran to the stores. And when I got to those stores, I was going off of my feelings. I didn't have the exact items or know the exact items and the price that I was going for. But I was going off of feelings, not really knowing what I thought I was, might even be looking for. And that led me to be over budget. I had to make a lot of returns after the wedding because I had things that I could not use or did not want to use in those gifts. So definitely, please avoid not having a plan. Take the time to create a plan. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I have a couple of videos where I talk about the plan in brief, giving you the steps. But in this particular series, over the last 7 weeks, we talk about the plan, and then I break each part of the plan down, talking about it in a little bit more detail to help you create the plan so that you can create, if you're doing this on your own, you're able to create the gifting experience that you envision, right? Now, for that fourth mistake that you should avoid. The fourth mistake that I made is that I did not ask for help sooner. I asked for help the week leading up to my wedding. Not to mention the fact that I should have started the whole process much earlier and done it in smaller steps, since I wanted to do it all myself. But I really should have asked for help sooner. And the person I asked for help from was, another creative person who actually, was able to give me access to America's Mart. So you definitely want to ask for help sooner. I really, when I started the process, I really should have taken into account all the things that needed my time outside of the wedding task. And I should have gotten help from the very start. So please take the time to look at what all is on your plate and be realistic about how much time you can dedicate to what you envisioned, how much time you can dedicate to getting what you envisioned done. You don't want to just consider all the things that you need to do for your wedding. You also need to consider the things that need your time outside of your wedding on a day-to-day basis, because things, we think about, we're totally consumed with everything that deals with the wedding, but life is still happening in the planning process, and in your gifting process. So you want to take the time and consider that. If you do not have the time, or if the time that you have and the vision that you have do not line up, trust me, something will suffer. And you don't want it to be your gifting experience. So if you realize you need the help, ask for help from the very start. Whether it is getting someone like I did who was a creative, a friend or associate that's not in your wedding party to help you, or hiring someone like me who can do it all for you, right? Who can take the task completely off of your plate. So those are the 4 wedding party gift mistakes that I made that I think that you really should try to avoid. Now, if you thought this was very helpful, please type a 2 in the comments. If you thought this and any other video in this series is very helpful, this is week 7, then definitely type a 2 in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'm glad to answer any of your questions for you. If you want to, you can send me a DM and I can answer your questions there. I think many of you know that this week, I said today is December 17th, and I said that I was going to announce the winner of the bridesmaids gift away. Those free bridesmaids gifts that I was encouraging people to enter. The last day was on December 3rd, and today was the big day for the announcement of the winner. Well, to my surprise, no one entered to win. So there is no announcement today. But I do think that I will probably do something, a giveaway next year around this time for Christmas, but I may do it a little bit differently. It may or may not be bridesmaids gifts. I don't know. Maybe it's for the bride and groom. Who knows? But there's no announcement today. But either way, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them for you. Now listen, if you have been watching these videos and you are deciding that you do not have time to do any of this, then I want you to click the link in the caption and schedule a free consultation with me, and let's see if I can help you. If you're looking for my work, then you can definitely check us out here or over on Instagram. Our work is posted in both places. You can follow us over on Instagram at Creatively Memorable. We're also on YouTube, so if you want to binge watch my videos, especially this series and previous series, you can go over to YouTube, subscribe, like the videos, and ring that notification bell so that you can get the notification when I upload my next video. So those are the places where you can find me in addition to this. And of course, we have our website, www.creativelymemorable.com, which is linked in the About section of this Facebook page. But if you're watching a replay, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Please say hello in the comments so that I know that you stopped by and I can say hello back. But that is all that I have for you all today. So until next time, happy gifting and many blessings. Say bye, superhero. Bye, y'all.